All right, Warrior Junior here with another episode of continued wage war battling that never ceases to end. It's the war that continues. That there is no way to win. It's ironically yesterday was July the 4th. It's the Independence Day. It's a big thing, and I mean, I know, but it's just kind of funny because, I always say, people ask, you say, oh, do you know who created Independence Day? And it's just, you ask anybody on the street, they say, oh, yeah, Benjamin Franklin. I go, no, no, no. And they say, oh, Thomas Jefferson. And they said, no, no, no. He said, well, who then? He says, Paul Verhoeven. He said, well, who? He said, German. He says, no, Paul Verhoeven, Independence Day, the movie with Will Smith. It's funny stuff. A little bit of I think that's cute. He created Independence Day. All right, guys. All right, so the topic of this discussion is oh my god. So what happened tonight? What happened at my because I went out there again, of course. Your Warrior Junior is always fighting, trying to get his needs met as a man. And again, this is I was standing outside this club, and I saw something pretty decent walk out. Now, here's the thing: it was like a group, though. Like, there was this one girl, there was another girl. I guess there were some guys trailing. Now, the problem was that they closed off the street, so you could walk in the street. Now, I'm standing outside of the club, and this chick comes out, and I'm like, all right, well, it's moving. But the problem is they're moving at such a fast rate of speed that the only way now, it was like I was like kind of coming up behind them, kind of thing, and I was like, God, it was just it's just that timing. The timing was off. Like, there's nothing I could do. Like, I just, once, like, they leave there and they're like going to the car, the farther away they walk from the club, then there's like nobody around, and it's like the light switch gets turned off, automatically. Not that it's on anyway. What I mean by the light switch is your chances of hooking up, um, their defense mechanisms go up once they're, because when they're partying, it's like, hey, who are you? Hey, but then once they leave and they're already to the car, it's like reality starts to set in. Why don't you go in? I said, you know what? I, I, I walk around. I got a bottle of water with me, and you can't bring any drinks outside. I don't want to leave it. Somebody might take it. And I spent years and years and years and years inside these clubs, and I never got nothing. And so that's why I don't go in. I go into some places, but not around here. There's no reason to. So what happened was I tried to, like, start a conversation with these people, like, but it was already, you're it's like five people together. I could tell they're just trying to get to their cars and get out of there, and I just couldn't. There was nothing to be had. Nothing you can do sometimes. Nothing you can do. I'm sorry, I'm whispering, but it's. So what happened was, and then I'm walking on the boulevard, and looking, and now this is great. There's a curb. There's like this curb, and oh my god! I was looking at women, and there's like dirty water in there, in the curb, and I was on the corner, like I didn't see where I was, and my foot went right in there. It's like, thank God it wasn't toxic waste or anything like that. But it was like, God. Now, I was wearing my old shoes. I didn't care about anyway, and like these old jeans that are a little ripped up. They're, just my garbage clothes. When I'm doing street pickup, I don't wear my nice shit. I don't care, and that's what lead me to something else. But, like, God, and when I stepped in this thing, and all these people, like, they saw me, they're like, I think he stepped in diarrhea. I think somebody said like that. And I didn't even feel embarrassed. It didn't look that bad. The shoes are dirty anyway. I didn't give a shit. So, you know, I was a little worried because they got into my one of my socks just a little by the ankle thing. I was like, I hope this shit's not, like, real disease stuff. So there were some sprinklers on, so and I got some napkins and just wipe off whatever. And then when I got home, what I did was I said, you know what? I took all that shit and I threw it in the trash. And it's like fun. The reason I talk about when I stepped in, similar to Andy Dufresne in the Shawshank Redemption. He had to go through all that shit in the sewer to be free. And I thought about this. I felt like I had to go through something like that too, one step in it, and in a way, kind of ironic, don't you think? So I threw it away, and I started thinking to myself. You know what? And this leads into the question: is our clothes that important for a guy? Okay, here's my take on this. Um, Depends. It depends. When they say, like, oh, go and buy new clothes, wardrobe, you're thinking high end, expensive stuff. You know, for me, because I walk around a lot, I like to have, good shoes, and I can burn through shoes. What I mean is, I wear shoes out very quickly, or you get dirty very fast, or whatever. You both combination of both. Um, the little more expensive shoes for me. What I mean by expensive is like $50, maybe even 40 to 50 are decent quality Asics for me. Those are durable because I can dance in those and I can walk around in those. The thing is though, like, if I'm going like dancing or something, what I'll do is I try to bring like another pair if I'm bringing a change of clothes, So I like to have clean shoes when I'm dancing. Women look at your feet. Plus, it's confidence for me too. There's a thing about dancers. You're supposed to wear clean shoes. Even tennis shoes, they should be clean. Um, Kind of shows, that you take pride in yourself. I kind of like the, whatever shirt, maybe a sport coat. I'll take something I can take off the sport coat, and have something kind of form fitting, fits good. Um, don't wear suits all the time when I dance. But clean jeans and the clean shoes. So, wow. You hear that? That was remnants of the Battle of Normandy that just went off in spring of 1945. You got that going on outside. That was a loud one. Okay. So my point is that I'm wearing like these dirty shoes, and the jeans are old already. And stepped in that shit. And what happens is so easy just not to, to let yourself go and wear shit, even if you're on the streets and stuff. And I mean, for me, a new pair of jeans is like $15, Wranglers that I wear. You know, shoes are 40, $50 or whatever. And I noticed some of these people that are very wealthy, they're such misers that they wear a sport coat till it's like really worn out or something, so they can't wear it anymore. I mean, it's like that miserly cheapness, and people see that. And you know what? When you look at how much women invest. You know, when I went out dancing last night, even these women that are old, they take a lot of pride in their presentation. They can't do nothing about the age, but they dress up with what. So they kind of like. I think they look at guys the same way. How are you carrying yourself? How's the presentation that you're presenting yourself with? So don't be too cheap. Wear clean shit. Every once in a while, go out and buy a new pair of pants or a shirt or, you know, dress shirts are not that expensive. You can go to like any place, Ross or whatever. They have like, makes you feel better about yourself, when the presentation's a little better. So that's my take on clothes. Just try to take pride in yourself for yourself. And believe me, they notice. Especially if you're trying to sell yourself, that's what you're trying to do when you're trying to pick up women. You're selling yourself. You're a salesman, even if you don't say anything. You're trying to sell a product, and that product is you. You're trying to convince them that you're worth the buy. You're worth their time. Saw some guy on the boulevard. That's probably who knows how old he was. Jeez. When I looked at him, he's like kind of, I don't know if he's a bum or something. His white hair all scraggly, kind of, clothes, just nothing. Like kind of like a street urchin kind of guy. He's looking for women kind of thing. I know he's doing that. I know. I said, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like that at that age. With musical chairs, and that guy's way too old to get a chair. It's over. What the hell's he doing? Walking around looking for something young? He's scared shitless, those women, of that guy. Jeez. Even me, I feel old for that. I am. It's tough. And I walked up this steep hill to go to Sunset. And there was two chicks and two dudes up there, almost at the top. And one of the guys looked at me, and he got this angry, mean look on his face. Some of these young people, the smoke screen. You know what that is. Go back to my earlier episodes, The smoke screen, the farce, the tough guy defending his girl kind of thing. I think I said as I walked, I'll look at whatever the fuck I'm talking to myself. You ain't defending shit, man. If I want to say something to her, I will. Okay? I'm not breaking any law. I can try to hit on her if I want to also. There's not a damn fucking thing you can do about it. There's a lot more guys like me out there than you know. A lot. If it's not breaking any law, then there's plenty of pickup artists that will do it. You can beat them all up. You go around thinking you're going to beat up every dude that's going to look at your girlfriend or try to pick her up. You can't. You can't. If when I talk about, well, you're not shy anymore. Why do you have to do this? It's part of standing up for your right against societal norms. The societal norms are intended to beat you to your knees and keep you there, okay? To go along with everybody else. Not to stick your neck out there or do anything different. Another one. Frustrated. Yeah. I really thought last night in Anaheim, I'm going to get some from that woman or somebody else. Something decent. I'm just going to be honest with you. I haven't been since I've been on here. For how many hours have I been doing these episodes? All of them combined? Maybe 40, 50 hours so far? I can't just take whatever, It's got to be what I like. Or else I can't get excited. I think the problem is those older women have been fucked so many times when they were young that it's, care. Sorry to say. At one time, DJ chick, her friends, never came back again. Did talk to that one, but I think I asked her for a number. Oh, we'll be there next week. You liar, you weren't there. Lie to them. They lie to the guys. They lie to themselves. Not all. Watched a thing on you. I heard something on Coast to Coast tonight. George Norrie and Uri Geller on there. I'm always fascinated by that guy. I didn't know a lot about him, but I know he's a guy that could bend spoons with his mind. Thought that's fascinating if that's true. Still alive, you know. I think it was Daredevil issue number 138, I think. Appearance of Uri Geller in it. But then, I mean, he still does it sometimes, but not really. Made his money through other things. But he's basically proven to be a fraud. That trick, the bending spoons, it was very in the 70s. I mean, I guess the dude was like a pioneer, came up with it, but it's been proven to be a magician's trick. These young guys show how they do it, you know, through clever manipulation and stuff. That's it. Rubbing whatever, you know. So in a way, you know, he was ahead of his time. But as far as being a psychic, you know, and being able to use his mind power to do things, it's a farce, you know. A smart huckster, you know. Gotta be kind of in a way. Hey, even back then, tough, you know. You have to do what it takes to, you know, make it for yourself. We did like an interview a couple years ago, and this guy from, you know, whatever, in his house, and kept badgering him about that trick, you know, that the spoon thing. Uri Geller got very mad, kicked the guy out. You want to talk about spoons, you want to talk about something else, because everybody knows that's, you know, his jig is up. Years later, when it did it, it was like, wow, nobody, you know, you would think, but, you know, whatever. Excuse me. Nothing. World's kind of disappointing sometimes, you know? It is. Seems like a boring, lonely place sometimes. Seems like most people just go along like sheep. I'm not saying I'm a lion. Maybe there's that gray area too. Remember I talked about that last episode, about that gray area, people that fall between things and maybe working their way up. Maybe there's animals between the sheep and the lion. And maybe there's animals below the sheep, all the way down to like the vermin, the real low lives. Kind of feel like, you know, I want to wish I was like the lion, but I'm not. I'm not there. The lion gets, you know, it's king. King is the best. Gotta figure it out. Gotta figure it out. Kind of in a way. You want to try to figure it out before you really start getting too old. You don't want to be some old guy walking around like a pervert or something. Look at what happened to Ron Jeremy. Fucking dude. What a moron. Fucked all these beautiful women in their porn movies. He knows how many afterwards and everything. I met him once at the Rainbow. He was a little fucked up, but he gave me some good advice. I mean, no, I mean, that was stuff I kind of already knew. Just keep yourself in first class condition, kind of thing. That's all I already knew. That. Probably be in jail for the rest of his life. You know? Stupid. 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 Bonehead mistakes. Big price to pay. Being incarcerated. Stupid. Just can't get over. Same fucking people at that Anaheim thing. It's a real turnoff to go there. Maybe once a month, maybe I'll go. If that, no. It's not getting. I'm not getting because I'm not seeing what I like. Surprising. Let's see what I like. Keep people fucking checking in with their girlfriends or husbands or wives, you know? Dudes fucking grabbed it somehow. I don't know how. Met when they were young or something. Well, I didn't. I couldn't. I didn't know. Even in the 90s when I was in college in Valley College, I didn't get, okay? It's like over for me before it really even started. This thing's over, but fuck, man. Not much you can do, you know? Figure it out on your own. All right, this was a relatively short one. I'm gonna have a little something to eat and call it a night. I know it sounds a little depressed and stuff, but that's okay. You just don't see when you don't see success. It's kind of like a yeah, wow. Hear that one? It's like the Battle of Midway or something. It's funny. That was a loud one. That was good. I like when you hear it go. It's like a bomb. What's it called? The French Revolution. Napoleon. Napoleon. You know, fucking bombs. Like the bomb is like it looks like a bowling ball. It's got the fucking light. You need a lighter to fucking. It's like a fucking cannonball. It's funny on the Santa Monica Pier or near there. There's like a giant cannon. I guess that was put in there just in case. The World War II. The invasion from Japan or something. The cannon there. To fire. To show up. If I'm not mistaken, there were boats. There was boats in the L.A. harbor or something from Japan at one point. We thought they were going to invade our country. Good luck with that. Come on. Come on in. Give it a see what happens, you know? Ugh, it's not gonna happen. No. Okay. I think I remember one time when I was drinking, I tried to do pickup one time, and some guy goes, "It's not gonna happen." Like I remember, he just was like, "Fuck." Most people are not fucking mystery magicians. You know what I mean? Pickup artist Casanova style or whoever. They happen to get lucky and get women that they would consider decent that I would like fawn after. I mean, I was like, wow, you know. Everybody, I don't care. There's no way you can tell me. Everybody sees things from their own perspective. What you might like is not really my type. My friends have showed me their type. I wouldn't even, okay. Then I show them my type and they go, nah, come on. Everybody's got their type. It kind of sucks, when you go out there and put so much energy out there and get nothing. Catch 22. You don't go out there, you get nothing. You go out there and you waste energy and you get nothing. Don't try too hard. What a vague, dumb answer that I've heard before. Don't try so hard. Dumb, vague answers that people tell you that lead nowhere. You're going to give people advice? You better be fucking ready to lay out a huge plan, a whole diagram, a plan to help people. Or else keep your fucking opinions to yourself, okay? Because you're not fucking helping anybody. You want to help somebody? You really sincerely want to help somebody? You better be fucking specific as hell. Not with your vague fucking things. Telling me, don't try too hard. No, 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 and no. Okay? You gonna fucking give your advice? You better lay it out like a fucking plan. A 10, 12 step, and exactly what you're saying. You really want to help somebody. Or else you're fucking criticizing. And your fucking criticisms, you can take that shit and shove it as far up your ass as possible. Okay? All the way. Because that just gets in the way. You don't know. You don't know what it's like to be a battler. Okay? I am a fucking warrior. Whether you agree with it or not. People don't like that. Dudes don't like guys like me trying to do what I do. I'm sorry. But I have to. Until I get mine. Once I get mine, then you can water it down. You don't have to be so, but until you get some, you got to be like, it's serious takeover, It's like cutthroat in a way. And these dudes they're shocked when I come in there. They can't believe it. I remember even last night at that dance thing, there were young people walking with their girlfriends, whatever. They're in bikinis. I fucking went out almost like I said, and the guy, he couldn't believe that I was trying. Yes, yes, yes. They were adults, and believe me, I know age. I'm pretty good with it. They were in their two. I don't say that, I don't. But that's my implication though. Of yeah, yeah. You think I came all the way down here? I'm not gonna try. It's like the salad bar, okay? I'm going to try if it's available for me. You don't rope off the salad bar any parts of it, okay? You don't own the salad bar, dude. Okay? You don't own the restaurant and the salad bar. You're fucking think you're with her or whatever. That's fine. But guess what? There's no law that says I can't try. Okay? You better get used to it. And if you don't get used to it, you're going to set yourself up for a big shock because I'm not the only one out there. You're going to get shot. You're going to get stabbed. I heard, yeah, good, good. Don't you watch the news? Brainwashed moron. I told you I don't go up to tons and tons of women doing that with the guys. I'm not stupid, okay? I pick my fights, my battle. What I mean by I don't pick my fights. I pick my battles though. Because it's to better myself. You don't understand. If you don't understand me by now, that when I say that any approach works, that to go for it, then you don't understand how difficult it is. You have to crack that ice of fear by any means necessary. Extreme problems, you have an extreme problem, it takes extreme action. Okay? That's the extreme action to get some success. Start getting a little success, you can water it down a little bit because now you're getting laid every once in a while. All right, it's not that big of a deal. You're fucking some beautiful women now. You know, you got some action now. It's now you can. All right, you don't have to be some psycho, lunatic. I know it sounds a little nuts doing approaches when women are with guys, and I know, but it builds inner strength. And okay, you take that out of the equation. You should be doing approaches nevertheless, at least. I mean, the guy like that was just looking at this generally. I told you he was saying, okay, we talked to this many women, you get this many numbers, you get this many dates, and at least you get laid this many times. More than me. But he's just going by sheer volume and what I call potluck. Potluck is he's taking whatever he can get. Because if he's talking to this many women, he's taking whatever he can get. He's getting this many phone numbers. He's taking whatever numbers he can get. He's getting out of those this many dates. He's taking whatever dates he can get. And he's getting laid this many times. He's getting laid by whatever he can get. Not like that. A young person might be, that's a kind of more of a common thing. It's a general thing. They just want the action. They're not really picky. So as long as it's kind of decent, I don't care. I need the experience. I'm not. There's not this. There might be on the whole planet. There's this many women I'm attracted to, like that. But they're everywhere. Like it's in one day you can't talk to that many. There's no way. I see a handful every day, if that. Every day though I see. So let's say I see maybe 3 or 4 women every day that I would. That's over 1,000 a year. It's a lot of women. Sorry, I'm just. Keep criticizing. Thanks. Some woman on here that's sending criticizing me. Real nice. Thanks. You're either part of the solution or you're part of the problem. And that woman's part of the problem. Criticizing. Making me out to look like I'm some weirdo, creep or something. Thanks. You're part of the problem, sweetheart. Part of the fucking problem. Believe me. Instead of them getting behind you and feeling your pain, and trying to help you, you're criticizing. What the fuck is wrong with you? Something wrong with you. Because last time I checked, there's nothing wrong with trying to meet him. It's not illegal. And it's a very difficult thing. And not just the women that make it tough. It's society makes it tough. So you compound the societal difficulties with the haters out there. And then the guys trying to stop you from getting it. And the girlfriends that are keeping you from meeting them, that are pulling them away. Add it all up. Add it all fucking up and see how difficult it is. Okay? I go to a place for single older people to dance. How many times have I been there? So over the past couple months. 3. I've been to 3 events, okay? Where you think nothing so far. End result, 0. 0 action, okay? Takes more than going 3 times. Say there's 200 women there. Or 200 people, okay? Maybe each time, whatever. That's 600 people so far. I ain't got one yet. Believe me, three times is a lot. When it's in that area where you would think. All right? Especially in a place like that. Sorry, I get passionate about things. It's like 50 miles away. It's a long way away from Hollywood. I schlep all the way out there. What I went through to get to Irvine, it's insane. Anaheim, and go in the wrong train and $125 on a fucking taxi, $100 home. I told that to that guy that I talked. You don't have a car? Why? When somebody asks you and they ask you these questions, you don't even have to answer. Just look at them, and just don't, You don't got to validate yourself to fucking anybody. You don't have to answer anybody. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. Okay? Because they don't get it. They don't. Same fucking people go in the same fucking place. I watched older guy than me. He's trying to do pickup. I watch too. I watch other guys trying to do pickup also sometimes. And I'm not an observer. I don't like. I like being the one up at the plate. I don't like sitting watching other people do shit. The only reason I did it is I try to learn something and see how their success is or something. So I'm learning. I'm thinking. I'm not a passive observer while other people are doing in life. Okay. That's why I don't like sitting in the seats. That's why I don't like going to sporting events and sitting in the seats because I felt like I should have been on the field. If you're standing and you're watching and other guys are doing pickup, you better be learning because if you're not, then you're just a passive observer and you get nothing. The people that get in life are the bold ones. You're not getting it. I know. Because I'll admit, there's times I'm not bold enough. I know. It sounds like I am on here, but it's hard, okay? Because every time, everything, it's random. It's random. It's not like it's not that simple. It's not like okay, oh well, you just go right up and then, do you understand? They're leaving the club already. They're distance away. It becomes like you're threatening them kind of thing, and I don't like that. You got to be your timing has to be really good, and the angles you actually approach women. Believe it or not, I know it sounds absolutely ridiculous, but there's a big difference between approaching a woman from behind, approaching women from the front, and approaching women at an angle. You have to know all this. Because if you approach from behind, you're going to scare the shit out of them. For the most part. And where and how the approach is done. And the protectors, the friends, the mother hens that box you out of there, get you out of there fast. And then all of a sudden you get naturally upset and angry and start venting, and all of a sudden, and then you blow up and you blow a gasket. I know I don't do that anymore, but I did. So frustrating. Even when I was younger. Always respected people. I was very combative and stuff, yeah. But you've got to be able to back up your claim, or else you look like a fool. And I don't get it. Some of these women I see with some of these guys, I would consider them lowlifes. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't understand how they're getting. Okay, they're bold. I don't know. And it doesn't matter. What matters is me. I welcome your comments. Just try to be a better person every day. Just try. Be kind, but do not allow anybody to take advantage of you. anyway. We're Junior signing off. Hang tough.